ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to our first ValveTime review in far too long. We're going to be taking a quick look at Portal Pinball, a spin-off piece of downloadable content created for Pinball FX by third-party developer Zen Studios. While officially endorsed and supported by Valve, it's pretty firmly believed their own development teams had very little involved in the project, likely only providing the folks at Zen with assets from both Portal 1 and 2 and reviewing their efforts in order to ensure Portal Pinball isn't going to damage their intellectual property in any way. That aside, Portal Pinball is likely the simplest and smallest piece of content we've ever reviewed, so let's keep this short and quick. Let's get to the basics of this right away. Portal Pinball is very much not a Portal-style game, so don't expect any kind of in-depth narrative, character development, puzzle solving, or portal firing. That probably makes it sound as if we just removed everything you love about Portal, but hold on a minute, as Portal Pinball definitely succeeds at integrating the fictional world and unique style of Aperture Science into a miniature pinball table in a way that fits. Looking at Zen Studios' other themed downloadable content for Pinball FX2, it's clear merging brands with their own game mechanics is something they very much excel at, and it's nice to see an Aperture-style location and characters such as GLaDOS, Shell, and Wheatley blend so well with established pinball gameplay in a way that feels extremely natural. That's all well and good, but how does it play? Well, that's a very good question, but with an extremely simple answer, like Portal with Pinball. A shocking revelation, we're sure you'll agree. You use a number of paddles spread out around the table to shoot pinballs to navigate obstacles, hazards, and switches in an attempt to get the highest score you can. It's not a totally standard pinball affair, however, as a number of game mechanics and themes from the Portal series make the jump while helping to spice things up a little more than usual. These include the use of portals to quickly teleport to different areas of the table and dual ball play. Now, matron, behave yourself, as we're of course talking about the appearances of both Atlas and Peabody, who will appear should you hit their objective-sensitive markers enough times in one round. Once together, the pair will spawn 2 pinballs instead of the usual 1, creating a hectic but enjoyable few minutes of gameplay as you try to keep both in play. While these mechanics definitely aren't exclusive to the Portal series, their introduction here does help make things that little bit more interesting. The same can also be said for the test chamber system, which sets up a certain number of objectives the player must complete in a set period of time, which will then progress them to the next stage of the challenge. Completing all 6 test chambers in one round unlocks a final battle with GLaDOS, all which helps continually increase your score. That said, none of the test chambers actually introduce any new gameplay mechanics, instead simply asking you to repeat existing ones in a set order, which feels a lot like a missed opportunity. Still, they do feel like they provide some kind of goal you can aim towards each time you play, something generally not offered in pinball other than attaining a high score, that is. We're not going to try and pretend Pinball FX2 or the Portal Pinball DLC have anything remotely close to visually demanding or outstanding, but both the game and the expansion pack feature a rather elegant but simple visual style that doesn't unnecessarily complicate things. It's also worth noting that a full motion cap Shell is nice to see and probably pretty unnecessary given how ancillary her appearance is. As quick and clean as the game is, we do wish the game's UI could also be navigated with just a controller just like the rest of the game, rather than forcing us to maneuver back and forth to the mouse at the end of every round. The in-game audio can also get somewhat repetitive, with GLaDOS and Wheatley offering only 1 or 2 variations of the same piece of dialogue every time you complete a specific action in the same round, never mind across multiple play sessions.
That's tremendous.
It's been fun. Don't come back.
We said we'd keep this brief, so let's start bringing things to a close. All things considered, Portal Pinball is an extremely cheap piece of downloadable content for a game already well established for offering great pinball mechanics. If you're interested in Portal and Pinball, then the £2 entry fee is likely well worth it, especially considering the original game cost, well, nothing. It's certainly not Portal 3, offering large visual and audible reskins of age-old pinball mechanics, but it's a nice little aside for fans if they're looking to spend some more time enjoying the universe and its characters, locations, and themes without having to go back and replay Portal or Portal 2. Not that replaying either of those games is ever a bad idea in any way. And that'll bring us to the end of this ValveTime review. Hopefully, this short video has provided you with some new information regarding Portal Pinball and the quality you can expect from this £2 downloadable content. If you enjoyed this review, feel free to check out our other videos or to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch TV to catch the latest content as soon as it's released. Thanks for watching and bye for now.